major sponsors: Idaho Central Credit Union, Taco Bell, Lithia Ford, the Blue and Orange Store, Jackson's, and our contributing sponsors: Signature Roofing, Western Collective, Snake River Pool and Spa, Transportation Compliance Service, Boucher Real Estate, Ridley's Family Markets, Circa Las Vegas, Lean Feast, and Timberstone Golf Course.
RowPaint.com, the official paint and coatings company of Boise State Athletics, is going all in this season with an all-star lineup. First up, he led the Broncos to 3 conference championships and 10 20-win seasons. It's Coach Leon Rice. Next, he's the founder and CEO of RowPaint.com. He played a little basketball in high school on the driveway with his mom. It's Andy Rowe.
Oh, no. Want to just paint my house?
Now that I can do. When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust RowPaint.com to get that job done right.
It's time for the Tyson Degenhart Show with Boise State basketball star Tyson Degenhart, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union. Find a branch near you or get more information at iccu.com. Now, here's Tyson Degenhart with BJ Rains for another edition of the Tyson Degenhart Show on Bronco Nation News.
Welcome back to the Tyson Degenhart Show. It's been a long time since we've been on the air. I'm your host, Tyson Degenhart, along with 2 special guests to my left. We got Pearson, Carmichael, and RJ Keene. Fellas, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Deggy.
Thank you, T. Deggy.
We're here at the James up on the patio. Got a great view of the stadium. Very, very excited to host the last show here. Got some great food before. What'd you guys order? Let the people know.
I got the street tacos, 1 chicken, 1 carne asada. Fantastic.
Fish and chips works wonders tonight. I need to get the chef's number, name, and everything. Woo!
I got the bowl pizza. Very good as well.
Yeah, I can see it over there. It looks fire.
Big shout out to the James for hosting tonight's show, my show, as well as Riley and Rid. And yeah, fellas, talk a little about the Crown Tournament, your experience, and everything that kind of went down during the week.
I think the Crown Tournament was well put together. I mean, I really enjoyed, being able to, do one last run with the guys. Being in Vegas for 6 days was obviously a little rough, but all in all, the Crown's a great tournament. Had a lot of fun, and hopefully I'm not back there next year, but if that's the case, we'll love to go back.
It's going to take over the NIT, Dougie. You know it will.
Do you think they're going to add more NIL money to that to increase, teams to come in?
Yeah, I mean, from my sources, apparently a sponsor fell through to make the pot a little bit bigger. But I don't know if my sources are fully correct over here, but I think the Crown is going to be wonders.
Obviously, we made it to the money round. What are you guys going to do with your money?
We were talking. I think we're going to get a boat.
We're thinking a boat and I think a golf cart, unless anyone wants to help us save money.
We're NIL flexible if anybody has a boat, golf cart laying around.
Pontoon boat. Let us know.
Not a wake surfing boat?
No, we're more casual. Like, we like to go for the sunset, not too much sporty. we signed a contract. We can't do that. We got to stay healthy.
Is that actually in the contract?
I actually think it is.
It is in the contract.
You can't ski or do anything.
Nope, nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Why were you out here skiing in the off days, Deggy?
I've never skied in my entire life. I had the chance to when I was younger, and the trip kind of fell through, and my high school coach would have killed me if he would have found out I was skiing.
Yeah, you'd have came back with a couple broken bones.
Yeah. This tall guy would not have done well on the slopes. So
No.
would have taken the easy trails and still wouldn't have been very good. So you guys actually want a pontoon boat?
I mean, yeah, it would be great.
I mean, we don't need it. We want it.
You want it? And a golf cart?
It's not a need. A golf cart's a need.
Very much so need.
Street legal golf cart.
Okay. Well, if anyone has a hookup for NIL for a boat, a pontoon boat, or a golf cart that's street legal, hit up Peanut and RJ. We'll see how this goes. I'm hoping for the best.
Thanks.
You just never know.
Slap the signature roofing logo on it.
I did want to ask you, you guys are in the new era of NIL with revenue sharing. What is your experience so far with that and going through that whole process?
Yeah, Bronco Pro is very unique. Talked to Cody today. Boise State's definitely in the top 5% when it comes to jumping the gun on it. And they have a good program going with it. And we're super excited with everything, how they're growing it and building it. I think it's going to be super successful with how they're getting every athlete included with every sport. So basically, everyone's going to sign a contract if you play sports at Boise State. And football and basketball is first two sports they're doing it with. And I think it's going to be very unique and it's going to be fun. It's going to bring some talent to Boise State. And so we got a new center for next year with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I just got off a Zoom call with Cody like an hour ago, kind of finalizing everything. But I think what he's doing and what JD and everyone else is doing in Bronco Pros is great. And I mean, Boise State is only getting better. City's great, town's great, culture's great, football team's great, all the other sports people are great. I mean, if I was an athlete, I'd want to come here for sure. It's only getting bigger and better.
Absolutely. And to have guys like JD and Cody that are always working to be on the cutting edge, I think that says a lot about what they're about and the way that the new era of college athletics are. Would you agree?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, Cody and JD are overqualified. They're the best in the business, and I think JD won best athletic director for a reason.
Yeah, we're blessed. We're blessed.
Very, very blessed. Talk a little bit about, you brought up our new center. Tell us what you know. I mean, it's very recent. Posted on the Boise State Instagram probably about an hour ago, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
He's a cool arm sleeve.
Arm sleeve. Yeah. I've actually known of him for a minute because played AU, same AU program as him. Some of my teammates have played with him, so I've kind of known him, but never really got to really meet him. From Ryford, he's a great guy, and from his highlight reel and his pictures, he looks like he's a nasty little hooper. So
a little homecoming for him.
Yeah, I think Boise State got a good one. We're going to be, we're ready for next year.
Absolutely, that's very, very exciting news for you guys and the team. Nate the Great just showed up. Nate Wilder. You're not wearing the hat. Why not?
I just got done with the double the kickboxing workout.
Oh, there you go.
If the James gets robbed, we're sending Nate down there.
Yeah. Nate's our bodyguard for the rest of the show. So thanks for showing out, Nate.
Tyson, you do have some questions.
Oh, questions? Yeah. Okay. Indrid Cold saying fish and trips. I swear Keene is insane. Do you have anything to say about that?
I mean, there's some rivers close to Boise. I feel like my fish and chips could be solidly fresh. So not too much of an insane poll by me.
Robbie Robinson asking, Deggy, you're one of the most soft-spoken guys on the team, but when you get on the court, you basically can be heard from the balcony. What's your process for flipping that switch?
Right over there in the blue shirt there, too.
I'm honestly...
He's right there in the blue shirt.
Oh, there you are. Honestly, it's just... I feel so at home, like, on the court, and I just have this, like, alter ego on the court, I guess. Just have fun, let loose, and play really hard, and then outside of the court, just try to have fun, just be another one of the guys. Scott's asking, how many rounds of golf is the team playing this offseason?
Me and Peanut got after it yesterday on the course.
I think it's been season end five 4 days ago.
4
and
days ago.
I think I've golfed every day since.
Yeah, every day. And then I'm gonna try to get out there tomorrow, and then
It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow.
me and Tyson have a tee time on Friday set up at Timberstone.
Yep, we'll be there on Friday. From Derek Morales, Peanut and RJ, when am I getting a Boise I'm back graphic from you guys to retweet?
Soon.
Yeah, I'd probably say sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean,
You're supposed to draw that out to later in the show. I mean,
Well,
come on here.
This is always my first time running a show like this.
yeah, Deggy kind of
Little
choked. We're
pressure,
gonna say that for the end.
Yeah, we'll save that for the end.
So not soon.
Jordan's
We're
asking.
not staying.
Jordan's asking, did you host any of the new commits? Talking to you.
We haven't had a visit yet, and I have not hosted the new NIL age. They kind of get a contract in front of them and say, sign it.
Yep. But aren't there some people that want to come experience the school before signing that contract? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say that,
But
but
we expect a couple visits.
Yeah.
We get a couple.
A couple visits.
we got one. Yeah, yeah.
Are you going to be the host?
I don't know. I have a lot planned with some operations.
Oh
So I
yeah.
don't-
Yeah.
Am I allowed to talk about that?
Sure, why not?
I mean, everyone kind of knows you broke your nose.
Yeah, I got to get 3 surgeries.
Not big surgeries.
Yeah, not big.
Your nose is big.
Nose is big.
Nose is big. Yeah.
Yeah, my nose and my toe and my mouth.
Sounds weird. You put it
It's
that way.
Yeah, it's pretty weird if I want to word the mouth. Let's just say, I think wisdom teeth's the better reference.
There you go.
Yeah. Wisdom
There you
teeth. There we go.
Yeah.
And
Way better.
some about what's your toe?
I got stepped on by Meadow in the summer, and I messed up my nail bed, so they're gonna go in there and dig it out. I mean, it's kind of gross. I have toe trauma, is what the doc told me today when I went this morning, and then they want to get it fixed at St. Luke's next Thursday, so it'll be easy recovery.
Yeah.
Do you want to go support RJ after his procedure next Thursday at St. Luke's?
Yeah, you don't need to be there because I have Tim Duryea picking me up, so we'll be fine.
Just bring RJ some flowers or something. I think that'll cheer him up afterwards.
Yeah, I'm
golf
a
cart.
tulip guy.
Maybe
Or
save
golf cart.
Lisa's question for later in the
Okay.
show, too.
Uh,
Lisa, news on that's coming. Just wait.
Nate Wilder, our guy right here. What's the hardest challenge you've had to overcome? I'll start with you. Whoever's ready.
Challenge?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, personally or as a team?
You can go either one.
I think this year was the hardest challenge is when I definitely broke the nose and trying to get back in the rotation with those minutes. But at the end of the day, you just kind of just keep your head down and just persevere through.
Personally, my hardest challenge was just, honestly, this summer, just kind of came in and obviously was not prepared and led me to redshirting. Obviously, those first couple of games, and that was just a challenge for me mentally. But obviously, stuff happened, and now we're here.
So you can kind of thank RJ for you pulling the red shirt. For those that don't really know the inside scoop here, RJ broke his nose against San Diego State, and we weren't sure how long he was going to be out for. Just wanted to take no chances, make sure it's all good, and then so Coach Rice talked to Peanut, pulled the red shirt that next game, and
Thanks.
then the rest is history. So
Now I wasted 13 games of Peanut's career.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Honestly, I'm glad it happened.
Yeah. I mean, you got to see a little glimpse of the young stud, and he's going to probably lead the nation in 3-pointers next year.
And steals according to Leon, but
I don't know about the steals too much, and turnovers maybe too.
all right, we don't got that.
yeah, don't remind Peanut of UNLV. That's
I think Leon
happens.
can't sleep at night thinking about that sometimes.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm really glad we won that game because I don't think I'd be here if we lost.
Yeah, you'd be at NNU right now.
Yeah, I'd be at College of Idaho.
Yeah, shout out the Natties champs.
What's the
Exactly.
community
Shout out.
college in Bend? Is it just
Central Oregon Community College.
Yep,
They
that's
don't have
what
a team. So
they don't have a team?
Nope.
Intramural.
I'd be playing intramural basketball over there.
There you go.
Andrew Meadows in the chat.
Andrew Meadows in the chat.
Is that,
Let's
is
go.
that a confirmed Andrew Meadow?
Or is that a fake?
Is that a fake Andrew Meadow? Are we
Yeah.
confirmed with that? Meadow, shoot me a text. Is that you?
Yeah, shoot us a text.
Say, I hope Andrew, you stay.
Back
I need Andrew Meadow to stay too.
to that answer back to Nate's question, hardest challenge for me is seemed like a lot of expectations this year, and just trying to kind of block out the outside noise and really just take it like one game at a time. Like there's instances where you're kind of looking ahead, and you got to just try to stay as present as you can throughout the whole year, throughout all the ups and downs.
I just got a text message from Connor Johnstone. He said, "How the hell did we flip Fiddler?"
Where was he planning to go? Like where was
USC?
Oh, USC.
Signed Monday to USC, I think.
Didn't sign.
Didn't sign.
It was just committed
Monday.
verbally.
You see Max Team's tweet? Never mind.
We got a great question from Derek. RJ, could you beat Sarah Keene in a paper airplane contest?
I mean, I think my dad almost cut ties after seeing her celebration, and my brother said, "I don't know her." So,
can you give us some background knowledge for this? Because I have no idea what they're talking about.
yeah. So the halftime show, as I'm walking the locker room, they're announcing who's throwing the paper airplanes
Of the Nebraska game.
Yeah, of the Nebraska game at the Crown. And I hear Sarah Keene, and when I mean she walked from sideline to sideline to hype up the crowd. I'm like, uh-oh. And then my dad did not sit with her in the second half because he was a little embarrassed.
It's funny. I actually, like, during a timeout, I saw your mom's, like, move down to courtside seats.
Yeah.
Like,
and she was cheering
She was
OD loud.
so loud.
Javen, lock in, Javen. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
You went for a loose ball and you almost knocked her out.
Yeah, there was a little tie-up over there, and I'm like, Mom, get back in the second deck.
Mom?
I don't want to hurt you, Mom.
Yeah.
Got another question.
Also, Meadow did text me.
He
and
did.
It is him.
It is him. It looks like the picture. It looked like him from last year. Got the long hair going.
I think it's the first time Meadow's ever texted me, too.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
NNG Warilla is asking Nut if you're gunning for 2,000 points.
I mean, I'm going to try.
What are you at right now?
How many do you
40?
have freshman? Yeah.
How many? Can we get a fact check here?
Oh,
give big shout out to BJ Rains behind the scenes doing our
2K.
fact checking for
I
us.
think you get a 2K turnover before I get a 2K.
yeah. When you get BJ an old fashioned, the way he's hustling over here.
He's got the headset on. He's ready to go. RJ, a fellow teammate, is asking your thoughts on the Mariners Astros game today. Some Sam Winter.
Yeah, my buddy kind of blew the game. You know, one of my good friends, Brian Abreu.
He's been liking your stories a little bit, hasn't he?
I know. Less liking my posts on Instagram, Brian, and maybe getting the bullpen.
Off the social media. Come on now.
I'm joking.
Your
Brian.
team's been doing pretty good. Your MLB team.
You swept you.
Who's your MLB team?
Who's your MLB team?
Giants.
How are you a Giants fan?
Giants fan? Have you ever been to a game?
I have, actually. I'm a Niners fan and San Francisco. And then since you two follow baseball, I was like, got to pick a team. So then I picked the Giants.
Yeah, let's just pick. Yeah,
It's not
Better than Yankees, Packers,
Lakers.
and Panthers.
He's 196 points behind your pace.
196 points behind my
You had
pace.
346. He had 152.
All right, I'll pass you the rock a little bit more next year. Then we'll break that.
How many did I have my sophomore year? How many points my sophomore year?
3 something again, I think. Let me go back and look. You're probably you know better than I do.
We got BSU Bill in the
481.
481. So that's your goal's a little over 500 next year.
Yeah, good luck.
BSU Bill was in the comments saying Buzo called Fielder and told him not to do it.
I don't know what to say to that.
Todd saying great Mariners game today. RJ.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that, Toddy.
David Moats did just text me. He's a little worried about where this could go here. So
We're gonna rein it in. We're gonna rein it in.
Well, Jules just texted me.
Yeah, Jules just texted us saying he caught a stray for no reason. Yeah, Jules, I don't understand how you're a Packers, Yankees, Lakers fan out of all three teams.
Pocatello, Idaho.
You're from Pocatello, Idaho.
Yeah, me and Dury talked about he should be a Salt Lake Bees, Utah Jazz,
Utah Hockey Club.
That should be his only 3 teams he's allowed to root for.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll give him the Angels because it's minor league affiliated, right?
Yeah, we could give him that.
Yeah.
But what about football team like NFL? The
Probably
Broncos?
like an arena football team from Pocatello somehow.
Yeah, there's got to be.
There's got to be.
I mean,
there's
has an arena football.
Spokane has a. I think Idaho has one too.
I don't think anymore. Well, Kurt Warner action. Remember we watched that movie
That was a
together?
great movie.
Great movie. Deggy cried.
Jordan, are you cool with your fat head continuing to terrorize free throw shooters at the X? Absolutely. Keep that thing rolling every year from now on. Mike Avoy, is RJ letting comparisons to Jeremy Renner get to his head? # Hawkeye.
What? I got how many? I think I got 30 texts of that graphic. Gus Johnson and Leon were laughing at me before the game, and I'm like, what could these two actually be laughing at right now? And of course, it's like an Avengers comp, which hey, I'll take.
I mean, he looks good.
He's
great.
Yeah,
I mean, it's funny because I talked to my roommates and they're like, "There's no way he looks like Jeremy Renner." And then you put the side by side in the game, you're like, "Oh, I see it now."
yeah, I got that bow and arrow on him. I guess what is he, kind of stealthish? I'm not too of an Avengers guy.
I'm not a big Avengers guy. Are you?
I got a poster in my room.
I don't think Nuts ever watched a movie before, so
I've watched Endgame. All right.
you're just gonna watch the last movie of the whole series.
Yeah, you're just gonna skip around.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I don't know. But you do look like him. Can't I see it? The nose.
Hey,
Brooks got a comment. in
Yeah,
there.
Brooks got a comment.
Really?
Brooks here behind the camera.
I think she needs to make an appearance on the final show. At some
She
point.
can make an appearance later on.
She's a Giants fan. We gotta keep Giants
She's
fans
asking
alive.
about RJ and me getting our team swept by the Giants. Giants are playing good this year, and I hate how Nuts a Giants fan too. That's and too antagonizing me. That's not
Yeah,
very
Brooke
good.
needs to pipe down over there. You know.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we've made the playoffs more recently than the Giants, so that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You haven't made it since 21. We made it in 22.
No more Bumgarner, pal.
Ooh.
We got a question from Tyler asking you two: if you were to hypothetically stay, does Deggy's legacy and loyalty that he's built play a big part in that?
Hypothetically,
Yeah.
yeah, it would.
Hypothetically.
I think hypothetically is like a good word for that.
Hypothetically,
Well, yeah, Deggy is. Without Deggy, I think Deggy's the definition of loyalty, and he lays a great foundation on us and what it's like to be a Bronco.
He like hypothetically kind of showed the way of.
Yeah, hypothetically, I would say, yeah.
He showed like how well whoa. Hypothetically, he showed what loyalty was to a program, what it could do to you.
Yeah, loyalty, I think, wins in March.
Yeah.
You agree, Deggy?
it's great.
Hypothetically.
I do want to ask you, like, having Gus Johnson on the call for our last two games in Vegas, what's that like? You know, obviously he's a big time sportscaster, sports announcer.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies, Nick, and he said it just felt like it was an NBA playoff game. And it was. I mean, I watched it back, and it's pretty cool. Gus Johnson's a legend, and it's kind of cool how event they put on for that, for us getting snubbed. But, yeah, the Crown was kind of a cool alternate, and we kind of put some cash in our pocket from it.
It only took 3 threes though for them to finally get your first name right there.
Really? They call Preston?
Yeah, and then in the beginning of the Nebraska game.
They called him Preston?
Yeah.
Preston
Peanut Carmichael.
I heard they also messed up Javen's name too.
Couple. Or he called him David Bowie instead of Julian. They had a couple, but
I'm going to have to shoot Gus a text.
you should.
I mean, David Bowie's okay. I mean,
Yeah, it's close enough.
Close
That's like
enough.
a music guy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
There you go, BJ.
yeah. Yeah,
Diet
we need
Coke. It's Diet Coke.
BJ's got a triple vodka tonic over here.
Get out of here. It's a Diet Coke. With
It's a Wednesday, BJ. Let's lay low here. Uber you home.
Oh, we got a great question from Grant Horlocker. Are you guys going into concerts this summer?
Oh my goodness.
And it's the funny thing is we were talking about this before the show.
Are we going to any concerts this summer?
So me and Peanut and Tyson are huge country concert advocates, and I think I might have said that word wrong, but yeah, me and BJ actually ran into each other at Kane Brown the other day. BJ was rolling in relatively late, and so was I, because
You do.
yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, we were talking about it. We have some of our favorites coming into town.
I mean, yesterday was 2 days ago. Me and RJ were like, dude, this year's country is like not as good as last year. And we look at it and we're like,
Yeah, Trudy Oak Revival, Zach Top, Dirks Bentley, Post Malone the Blue with Jelly Roll,
Thomas Rhett, Riley Green.
Old Dominion with Ernest, like
I mean,
Dirks Bentley at the
Bentley.
Boise Open.
Bentley,
no,
Oh,
Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker,
Yes.
Leonard Skinyard, little Sweet
Yeah.
Home Alabama action,
Camp,
Camp,
Lumineers.
Lumineers. Woo!
That's some great concerts here in the
Yeah,
Valley.
y'all will see me at every one of them. Might need to get like a SeatGeek sponsorship.
Yeah, you
We need
you
something.
can talk to, right?
It's gonna burn.
Yeah, Vivid Seats, Vivid
Seats.
Seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should talk to them.
Yeah, might as well.
You might
Be
as
in
well.
the dark, don't hurt no one.
Yeah.
But hold the pockets a
We
little.
also have a buddy that has a SeatGeek sponsorship, so you could use his code too.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out
Sam
to
Winter.
Sam.
We have a big weekend this weekend for Sammy Winter.
Yes, very big weekend for Sammy Winter. I got one of the questions. Am I going to join the TBT team? Don't know yet. Not really sure what the summer holds. Don't know when the TBT tournament is. Keep you posted.
What about the Tyson? He plans to replace Leon at head coach.
No, I'm gonna play. I don't really want to coach right now.
No,
right now.
Leon's going to be here forever. We're going to have a statue of you and Leon next to each other.
Yep.
And then it's going to be, holding hands probably, skipping down the river, a little greenbelt action.
Who knows?
I could see it.
Maybe.
I mean, all these other former players are getting signed, so
there we go.
I see you. Yeah.
Mr. Boise himself.
We got a question from Derek. It's to me, but I can ask you guys as well. Who is the toughest player you match up with one-on-one this season? This season for you, and then the last 2 years for you.
I think we can all answer that this year.
Yeah, this year we could answer that relatively easy. The guy who,
I think Nick Clifford.
yeah, he put a little dent on our season.
Yeah, I think I looked in the replies in my tweet last night, and it said, "Your worst nightmare." It's a picture of Nick Clifford. That was pretty tough to see.
Yeah, I think another one who's hard to guard is Sanders. I do think
Kobe Sanders did have 30 on us.
Yes. I mean,
we did win.
Thank goodness.
We did win. Most importantly,
hard to guard. He was shifty for a 6'9" point guard.
Can elevate over you and make jumpers.
Yeah, but Nick Clifford definitely is.
Who's better, Clifford or Roddy?
David Roddy? It's hard to compare because
it's hard because they play so differently. Like Nick's a little more
Roddy
perimeter.
like 100 pounds on him.
Roddy was just like very good.
Brick
And
shithouse.
the other issue is like we only got to play one season against Roddy and 2 against Clifford.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
How good was Clifford last year?
Clifford was good for them last year. I mean, obviously it was Isaiah Stevens was the head of the snake there.
John Tanji was on that team too.
Not last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. Yeah, that team, the team that was a 6 seed in the tournament a couple years ago is Stevens, Tanji, David Roddy. That was a really good team.
Yeah, that team was.
That was probably one of the best. You remember that atmosphere at Moby?
That was the loudest I ever heard.
That was one of the loudest. That was one of the loudest arenas.
The guy on there that his buddy owns a golf cart company. He just sent you guys a DM on Instagram.
Ooh,
we might have a hookup there.
Ooh, there we go.
There you go. Coming on the shows might pay off for it.
Can we do a little quick ad real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, we got a very important sponsor. That's a big reason why this show is happening. Idaho Central Credit Union, now kind of branded to ICCU as they're moving more into the southern United States as they open their branch in Tucson, Arizona. Want to give them a very big shout out for allowing me to do this show, do some things in the community, and being just a great partner to work with. So want to give big shout out to them. There's a branch anywhere you are because you can do it on your phone.
Ooh. Phones these days.
Yeah, you got everything.
There would be no show without them.
There would be no show without ICCU.
Clark and those guys and Shelby, and yes, great stuff. And Dave.
And Dave from Lean Feast, yes. Big Lean Feast fan over here. Big fan of their breakfast. You guys have had the Lean Feast in the locker room.
Great.
What do you?
Great after practice, before workout.
What's your go-to?
Like the steak and the steak and shrimp one, honestly, is pretty good. Or the chicken. I mean, they're all
very good.
Yeah, the beef. What's it called again? I forgot. Jacob told me the name. Oh, shepherd's pie.
Oh,
yeah.
I tried that one.
Yeah, I never knew I was a shepherd pie guy, to be honest. And then I didn't know the name of it. And then Big Jake was like, "That's a shepherd's pie."
You got the garlic parm chicken. That's a good one.
Garlic parm chicken's very good.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Good sides too.
Yeah.
Broccoli, rice, potatoes.
Lean Feast just got their new app. Make sure you download it today, and you can order just from your phone. I think
code Deggy.
Use code Tyson15 for 15% off your first order.
Tyler says, "Who wins a one-on-one tournament amongst the team?"
Not
our angry point guard from Spain.
Or miserable. Who would win?
Probably this dude.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah, I'm not guarding that.
Yeah, Deggy throws you in the post. You got 250 on you.
Don't say 250. I don't need that.
Sophomore Deggy 260.
Yeah.
I think Deggy
sophomore day was a little heavier.
Yeah. I think Deggy would 11-2 everybody.
Does Brooke like chunky Deggy?
Brooke, we got a question for you. You got to come over here. You got to answer.
I have a question.
Yeah, it's an actual question for you. You got to come over here. Get in frame. No, it's not a bad question.
Oh.
Okay. RJ?
You got to go in behind.
Yeah,
go on the other side here. There we go.
See if you can squeeze behind.
Do you miss Chunky Deggy from sophomore year? You remember him when he was 270 playing center?
Yeah, because sometimes like I want a sweet treat and he doesn't want one anymore.
Hey, pipe down. I was not 270.
Gosh, you that crumble cookie lineup this week. Whew.
You a big crumble cookie fan?
I don't know. I got someone sent me a TikTok of it, and it actually looked good this week.
I think once in a while doesn't hurt.
Yeah, once in a while it doesn't hurt.
Carbs on those things. Ooh.
Yeah.
Robbie's got a legit basketball question here. Did you see his?
Where's Robbie at?
Right under the golf cart comment there. About Clifford.
Was there a reason Clifford didn't seem to be targeted when he had 4 fouls at the X? I don't even remember, to be completely honest. That game was senior night.
Yeah. I remember.
He had 3 fouls.
I remember he had 2 in the first half.
He had 4 like 7 minutes left.
I do remember that, but I just like
they also went zone.
Yeah, they zoned us up, so it's hard to attack it.
He also played on the bottom portion, so he's just guarding the perimeter, and if someone drove past him, he's just gonna let the middle man.
They did a great job keeping away from getting that 5th foul.
Is that a thing though? If a guy has 3 or 4 fouls, is that like a thing the coaches say, like just go at him, try to foul him
especially at a timeout. It's something that's definitely harped on, and I'm pretty sure it was said in our huddle.
Especially someone that talented.
Especially like if you can get a guy like Clifford to foul out of a game that early, you got to do what you can. But when a team goes zone, it's not as easy to just attack a guy one-on-one. It's not like the NBA where you can set a screen, get a switch, and then attack from there. Hey Brooke, someone's asking that you should host the show next year. You don't want to? Okay.
We can answer that question later.
Yeah, we can answer that question later.
Jordan says, meanest thing you heard from a Utah State student.
Well, I have to say this.
No, are you talking about the bullshit? No. Which one are you going to say? Because I was going to say one about him.
Someone yelled at Peanut and goes, "Peanut, is that how big it is?" I mean, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I'm sitting on the bench and this girl's in the front row. She goes, "Peanut, Peanut, how big it is?" And I go, during the game, Berto goes, "It's a great one." I'm like, Berto, what do you mean it's a great one?
And then he dropped his matchup board on the ground, and then Leon loses his mind. And now Berto's in the doghouse. So.
Utah State's a fun place to play.
Yeah, Big Red, love that bit.
I was gonna say that one actually. I thought you were talking about a different one, but it's mentioned in the comments. I don't think we should say it. From Junior Jones.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
Yeah, tough one for our boy.
Tough one for our boy.
Yeah,
we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, leave it at that.
Yeah, he showed us a text earlier.
Yep, comes around.
Yeah. Happens.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I know he's watching.
Oh, we got one from B Spain. Did Alvaro ever go off in Spanish on someone and the person have no clue what he was saying?
Did he?
Yes.
I think every practice he would say something and I'd just look around and every time I don't even.
Yeah, ask Jules when he picks him up full court and he's just yelling at him. I'm like, I love Al to death, but little buddy's a little angry fella.
He's competitive.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very competitive.
That helped us. That
definitely helped us.
Oh my goodness.
Helping energy, but sometimes he's to use English when he's talking because.
You weren't here for this, but Pavle and Mladen, when on that team, they would just speak Serbian to each other when they were mad, and like if they're in the locker room and they sat like across the locker room from each other, and all of us would sit around there and just have no idea what they're saying.
That's how it is.
Or I think Bernie's gonna miss Al yelling at him.
Yeah,
Al yells at Burns.
Oh yeah,
Bernie would say something, I'll just
yell at him back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, woof.
There's a competitive.
When's the time Burns got mad at you guys?
I'll save mine for after. That was mine's probably the worst one out of the three.
There's a couple times. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I did, but
you know what I'm talking about? Yep. You shouldn't. Don't say it.
Am I allowed to talk about that? I think it's not that bad.
Just you don't have to say it explicitly.
All right, fine. I'll give you a little rundown. Let's just say we get these basketballs assigned after practice, and young, immature RJ Keene.
Don't forget, you are trying to take over. Oh,
well, yeah. Don't ruin this yet. We're getting to it.
All right.
I went to go sign the ball, and I put Max Teams number 99 on the ball. And let's just say Michael Burns did not like that at all.
It was one of Bernie's friends, right?
Yeah.
Max Teams 99.
It did not go over good in the clubhouse.
Let them know who Max Teams is.
Max Teams is our lovely GA who, if Leon doesn't give him $65,000 to be our video coordinator, I'll be relatively sad. because he's getting really good offers elsewhere. And
he's wonderful.
Wonderful at what he does.
He's the best video coordinator we've ever had.
Former Jacksonville State.
Former Jacksonville
he
video
went
coordinator.
there for about a month. So what year is it? It's after RJ's and I's sophomore year. Well, his double redshirt year. I don't know what year he is anymore.
I think
he took a job to be a GA down at Jacksonville in Florida, and it took him about a month down there, and our GA spot opened up, and he moved back. So teams has been here for all of our careers, except for about a month.
Yeah, me and Duryea talked about it. We need him back, and I know there's a couple programs that teams show me some text messages that are trying to swoop him.
Tampering.
Derek Morales says I need a Max Teams number 99 autograph ASAP.
Someone's saying Javen would have a say in the one-on-one contest too.
I would agree.
For sure.
I would agree
about that either. Yeah,
those big wins would.
He's just so skilled. He can do it from 3. He can beat you off the bounce. He can take you down the post.
Yeah.
You haven't said what Burns was most mad at you.
Honestly, I haven't really been there yet. Obviously,
you've had some.
What about your UNLV game?
I mean, I was gonna bring that up. I cried because he's just. I literally sit on the bench and he was like, "I put you in that game and you made me look so stupid." And I was like, I didn't mean to. He was like, "Don't give it me."
Max Rice said one time at a practice, I guess he kept stealing the ball and Burns told him not to steal it, and then he stole it again, so he made him run. You remember that? Or?
Yeah, the stairs.
Yeah, well, the thing about that story is it's true. We were doing shell defense, and Burnsy gets mad because obviously we can steal it in shell because we're not. It's the scout team running it, and we can jump in the path, and we know what's coming. And so Max keeps stealing the ball, and Bernie's just getting more red. You can kind of start to see the steam coming out of his ears. And the final straw happens, and he tells him to run the stairs. And I think Max ran up one set of stairs and then hid for about 5 minutes and then came back down.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry, Max. I know you're in Australia killing it, but had to tell you that one.
Bernie just. I mean, during the games you see it, but like.
What about the other story about when they scored 93 points on us?
Ooh,
how mad was it? Yeah.
He was not very happy.
He's not happy about that at all. No, it was Butler.
That was Butler.
Yeah, that was Butler.
Or when someone scores on us and like a triple contested, he'll stomp his feet and then run to half court.
Well,
and Michael Irvin will yell at him.
No, I just don't like it when someone shoots a 3 and they make it and you run the court and all you see is Bernie and it's.
I mean, it makes you want to play hard for that man. Love him to death.
No, I mean, he's one of the most love-hearting guys.
Oh yeah.
After practice or after the game, he'll give you the biggest hug and. Yeah.
There's one comment saying the amount of times I've heard a foot slam and Burns yell at me is imprinted in my soul. It's imprinted in mine as well. It's just, like, whenever you mess up on defense, and Mike Burns is the last person you want to look at because he's over there on the bench, and the foot stomp's definitely a real thing, and I'm never gonna forget that.
There's a reason our defense is
so good.
So good though.
Yeah.
Because of what he does.
Because of Mike Burns.
Because if you mess up, you might get headbutted.
Ooh, you will get head. The amount of times I've seen scratches on his face or bumps. Like, I headbutted somebody. Like, great.
Thanks, Bernie. To get back to that question about Burns, he told me something rather harsh after the Cayman Islands tournament about my defense, and that was pretty tough to hear after losing to Boston College. It was a couple days later, but it still stung. I'm not gonna
see what he said or no. Did you put like other words?
He talked about how atrocious my defense was and that I was the reason we lost that tournament. Yeah, it's pretty tough to hear during your senior year, especially knowing that was probably the one loss we could take off our resume, and we're in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did tell Al on his way up to Spain this summer he's to stop in the Cayman Islands and pick up his ankles.
That's been a tough bit for Al because he can't respond from that one.
Yeah, we've been lighting him up on the team bus, then Al starts lighting me up, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
We got one from Jordan. How cool is DJ? Loved his Fox Sports article.
Yeah, speaking about DJ, he's texted me probably 15 times during the show asking what time I'm going to FaceTime him tonight.
That sounds pretty on par.
Yeah, so I'll probably shoot him a FaceTime tonight and let him know about, I don't know, just life.
Yeah, he likes to chat it up.
Yeah.
He loves sports.
Love sports.
Great to have DJ as our super fan.
First year meeting him, and we already love him. He's great.
He's great.
RJ Keene second.
You can hit Tyler's question if you want.
Which one's...
I know Ugbo didn't like my 3-point contest, but hopefully you got something better on Prater ball game than me.
He's asking, has the locker room ever been mad at BJ ballgame or Prater without them knowing?
I knew everybody in the building knew that one when Ugbo when he hit the three. Yeah,
Ugbo shush and BJ kind of made my year, but
that was great.
One of the 5 he hit all year. So
BJ's not afraid to dish some shade. Real talk. He did hit 2 in probably one of the biggest games of the season.
Yes.
So
So
shh.
He knows. I like that was the picture somebody used when they were listing the schools he's looking at. It was him shushing over at me, but.
Did that give you flashbacks?
What was funny about that was I was stupid enough to not realize he was doing it at me, and I asked after the game who he was shushing.
Oh my goodness!
And
he did mention that,
and I didn't know that. And luckily, I wish he would have just said it. But no, you know what? Good. I'm glad he made it. I hope he made that. I hope he makes every one he takes the rest of his career.
Well, it's like
you did say that. That's true.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like mad at y'all because it's your job. So I mean, I don't really get that mad when they're
I think it was more the just the time and place in that game. It wasn't. It was just you guys had a run going or something, and I just thought it was a kind of rushed 3-point attempt. It wasn't like I don't think he can shoot. It was just in that spot. I didn't like that attempt, which I've probably said numerous times, but that's all right. Yeah, I'll take it. That's fine. It's
part of your job.
Yeah,
I have an assistant spot open up for BJ next year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. No, I'll take it if that's fine.
Here's a good question. Even you can get into this, BJ. Do you guys read the stuff BJ gets on Twitter and laugh like I do?
Well, BJ loves when someone goes at him because he can just hit him with a quote tweet and hit the LOL dot.
I did that today already, so yeah.
What'd you do it for that? What tweet did you do that for?
Somebody, I don't remember exactly what it was, but somebody was freaking out when a couple guys had entered the portal the last couple of days, and then I said it's going to be fine. Like, the coaches know what they're doing. Trust them. It'll be fine. And then when you got a couple guys today, I went back to the guy that was freaking out a couple of days ago and just said LOL. But
or you're talking about me ratioing BJ?
Yeah, we should bring that up.
Mention that.
So
which one?
Kevin
when
Durant?
you talked about RJ getting 6-figure offers in the NIL, and RJ hits him with the picture of the guy sitting on the bed holding the Corona like this, acting like me. How many impressions did that get?
1.3 million views.
Yeah, I do owe you about $24, I think.
Yeah, I told BJ when he came in to do interviews the next day, I'm like, those impression money, better shoot me a little Venmo.
You'd be surprised how little you get, but I think I got like $24 that time.
Yeah, there's a big time Kevin Durant like that tweet. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay. I'll take care of your pizza tonight. We'll call it even there.
Yeah, call it even. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
They said Max was pretty mad. That was me and Jay Tuss last year. Max was.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When Max
was struggling.
Oh,
yeah.
When he wouldn't do the interview with you after the game.
Yeah.
It's obviously like a hard spot because you guys have to be in this you can't be like a fan of the team and be a reporter. You have to be down the middle.
Yeah, but I do have relationships with you guys.
For sure.
And I also know that I'm not dumb. I'm going to see you guys at the next game or practice. So I think I'm fairly smart about what I don't take a ton of shots or anything. And when I say something, I think it's just a
no, I think you're great at your job, BJ.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
You do a great job.
I do think that, there was, sometimes stats don't always, sometimes the stats aren't great.
Yeah,
so I think sometimes it is what it is.
And it's hard with a guy who's hashtag includes the name stats, Tuss stats. That was a part of it too. Hey,
saw Tuss today driving away on his phone, texting and driving.
Jay
put that out
Tuss,
there.
we need to hear about this, Jay Tuss. That's unacceptable. Junior Jones is saying RJ's glazing. What do you have to say about that?
That has to be. I'm trying to think who that is.
I know who it is. I'm not going to.
I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Junior Jones must have laid a comment on our other teammate earlier. Just expose you, Javen Buchanan.
Yeah, Junior Jones has been pretty active.
Yeah, let's scroll up and take some screenshots. Javen Buchanan.
He quoted the Utah State one that we didn't say. He commented, "Is that how big it is, Peanut?" He said, "Good bit, Deggy, stick hand, Peanut."
He was the one when we had Emmanuel on where there was some stuff where it was like,
that was probably one of the best episodes. Just the whole team was on there. Yeah, that was.
Should I let BJ know about one time I went in the chat, Sam Winter and you, whose name I used during the whole drama with the football squad?
No,
I went in as Lou Major.
That was great. Hey, you know what's funny about that is I went to Coeur d'Alene for the Bronco Stampede and Lou Major was there, and so I told him like, "Hey, I know this probably isn't you, but there was a Lou Major in my comment section a couple days ago," and he just started laughing. That was great.
Yeah, that was a good bit for me.
It's a great bit.
You're pretty good at that.
I would say so.
Do we want to get to our big announcements?
Yeah, true.
Which one do you want to start with?
No, you want to let them know?
You want to let them know?
Meadow was wondering in the chat.
Yeah, Meadow was wondering earlier.
I'll let Bronco Nation know. I will be returning for the 2025-2026 season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yep.
Glue Guy will be joining them. Let's run it back.
Yep.
Shout out to Bronco Pro.
Shout out to Bronco
to
Nation.
everybody. I mean,
Yeah. Deggy's loyalty kind of paved the way. And I think there are going to be some cool announcements soon with the rest of the squad. Let's just say the core might be running it back.
yeah.
Yeah, more announcements to come. Got a couple portal guys coming too in the works.
Yeah.
We also have one more announcement with one of your sponsors, huh?
Yep. Well, for next year, taking over the show, RJ Keene Show.
Yeah.
See what Signature Roofing can do. And then, we're going to have some behind the scenes, more of like going into depth on everything, kind of like this vibe, but just bring a cooler, unique aspect. And we're going to have some guests on every time, bring the entertainment. And I think it's going to be lovely.
You're going to be a great host.
I know. I kind of learned it from you, kind of joined the show throughout the years. I've been one of your most reoccurring
You've
guests.
probably been on the most out of anyone, but everyone loves you in the comments is the thing that I love is, people just start commenting about stuff about RJ. And I'm like, this is great. I can have a bunch of questions to have.
And when I wasn't playing too, so it's kind of cool. Now I kind of find myself in
you've seen
rotation.
I was blessed not to have RJ in my comments my first show.
Yeah, it was probably good that he
forgot where I was. I think I was taking a nap for some stupid reason.
Yeah, I think, or I told you, or you thought it was at.
it was
we
changed the time.
We moved it up an hour to 7, and it was and you thought it was at 8. So you came on like at 7:45, saying, "Oh, I missed the whole show."
Yeah, I
It's
know.
great.
I would have lit him up.
Well, I might be able to light you both of you guys up in the comment section of your show next year.
Uh-oh.
Deggy's going to be in Vegas this summer, and I am definitely coming.
I don't know if I go to Vegas again.
Yeah, we kind of did too much Vegas trips.
Yeah, we had a lot of time in Vegas, UNLV conference tournament, and the Crown.
Yeah.
Do you like staying at Resorts World or Park MGM?
Park MGM.
You?
I'm near Whataburger and Shake Shack.
And Keene. I mean, you're right there.
You're right near everything.
Westworld's great though. I mean,
I felt like we're in like a completely different city staying off the strip, like where Resorts World is. It's like nothing by it. And you stay at Park MGM and you're right next to the strip.
except the weather was a little crappy.
We've never been to Vegas with good weather.
No.
It's been windy.
We haven't gotten lucky.
Then the comment section's kind of blowing up now.
Oh, we got a great one. Robbie, what was your reaction when you saw Meadows' haircut?
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say what I said out loud.
I think I walked in and I looked at him like 8 times. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I got a haircut." I was like,
yeah, Meadow in his robot voice. I'm like,
I got a haircut. I was like, "Yeah, you did. You look great."
I came.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
I came in and like he was sitting down having breakfast like on the far side where everyone sits in the locker room, and I look and he has his hood up, and I'm like kind of squinting because his hair's kind of down in the front. I'm like, who is that? And I get closer and I see his glasses. I'm like, oh, it's Meadow. He must have gotten a haircut. And then he showed it. I was like, oh wow.
I think the worst part was
it was right before Utah State too.
Utah State put out a little post on their Barstool on how like
Meadow went viral.
You should get a haircut, and then
it's a great clip special.
That was the one of the conference tournament. We're talking about the one at Utah State.
Utah State posted about how he should get a haircut, and that day he got a haircut.
I mean, Meadow went viral, and he's probably marketing from it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
that probably has
what's a pub?
Yeah,
all pubs, good pub.
All pub is good pub.
Yeah, no,
yeah, for the most part, yeah.
They're wanting a segment of the RJ Keene show from the bathroom.
Do you want to talk about that?
I mean, San Diego State. I mean, let's just say the stomach was growling a little bit, and BJ was kind of in a rush, and I'm like, let's just rip it from the bathroom. One flush away from joining BJ's show.
And then Burns walked in, right?
Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, we'll hallway it. And Whitmer's yelling at me like, you need to stretch. I'm like, when do I ever stretch? And then Bernie walked in all hyped up, probably off an IPA or something, and yeah, it turned out to be good content.
What not to get sentimental or whatever, but this is his last show. It's the farewell to Tyson here. What would you guys public kind of final message be, either to the fans or to Tyson or whatever you want to say about him?
I mean, everyone sees it, and it is kind of sad, but this is Deggy's last, but he's forever going to be remembered. He's a legend here. And he's a much better person than you think he is. Like, I know that might sound crazy, but he is the greatest dude I've ever met. And these last 4 years have been nothing but fun for me. And it's been the reason why I kind of stuck it out and grinded it out. Thank you for everything, dude. Like, I do love you to death. And we shared our hugs. I'm going to miss you on the road. And this is my roommate on the road. And you're going to be best friends forever.
Yeah.
Uncle Tyson is what my kids are going to know him as.
Times you've joked about Uncle Tyson and Uncle RJ on the plane.
Yeah, it's going to be
some good ones. I mean, I almost cried when I saw you two hug after the game.
Oh,
Nebraska. I was right behind you. I was like, ooh, I was about to start tearing up. But
I kind of let a couple rip on his shoulder.
A couple tears were definitely shed in that hug. That's 100% true.
That was probably the most intimate hug I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm like, uh-oh.
I mean, guys don't hug like that.
No, it's just kind of sad.
It's more of like when you go up to a guy, you dap him up. It's like kind of a bro hug. That was a real hug.
There's no high five dap up.
No, it was pure hug.
I'm like, dang, this dude squeezed me. I think my back popped when he gave me a hug.
Maybe I could be a chiropractor in the future.
I would hope not.
I don't want to be a chiropractor.
I would not go to you.
Yeah, I would stay away from Tyson Degenhart.
What about for you, Tyson? Obviously, you mentioned the ICCU guys, but all the companies that helped you out along the way and all the boosters and people and fans and everybody, kind of your message, I guess.
I'm just really thankful for everyone in the Boise State community. Not only the people that helped you with NIL, but the fans, the coaches, the players. Everyone here has been incredible to me and my family, and you guys welcomed me with open arms as a freshman, and I think I found a home for me in the future, and so I'm just forever grateful for these last 4 years, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. They brought some of my best friends to Boise, Idaho, and had us connect this way, and I'm just forever grateful for Coach Rice taking a chance on me, and it's been Boise State's forever going to be a part of me, and so I'm just forever grateful. So,
I mean, you are Boise State. So.
It's safe to say number 2 will never be worn again.
Is that also new breaking news? I'm wearing number 2 next year.
Yeah, you're not wearing number 2. You are
Peanuts wearing number 2, and I'm wearing 0-2. Or ruin his legacy.
I'm specifically talking to coaches, and you are not wearing number 2.
Don't worry.
I joked around with that. I was like, I'm switching it.
You're switching it number 2.
I would never ruin that legacy.
No, I think in a couple years that should be hanging. That should be the first number hanging down.
I mean, that should replace the Bronco logo. It should be a 2.
Yeah, there should be a huge statue with the number 2 outside the big B in the front of the school.
Yeah.
You agree, Deggy?
And what about for you two? I know there's one addition you can't talk about, but just in general, you guys, even with losing Tyson and Al, you got to be pretty excited, I guess. You said you're both coming back. You got to be pretty excited for next year's team.
Yeah, I mean, we're coming back for a reason. We reloaded, and
I think we see something a lot of people don't.
Yeah, it's hard to replace that man over there, but I think the coaches did a great job. Shout out Berto, shout out the assistants, shout out our director of recruiting, Leon. They put in the work. Cody, our new GM, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun one next year. And
it's gonna be Bronco Nation. It's gonna be hard for you guys to watch games without Deggy, but I mean, we'll bring a show as we try, and
I got faith in you guys.
Yeah, maybe I might have.
I hope so.
I had 100% faith in you guys.
I'm sure we'll see you at some games next year.
Hopefully, I can sneak
All-Star break.
Yeah,
who knows?
Might sneak out, skip a game, take a rest day.
Maybe talk to some donors, get a couple flights in.
What is your kind of plan, Tyson, for the next few weeks, months here for your basketball career?
So, in the process of hiring an agent right now. Big decision, at least going into this post-college basketball world. I'm going to the Portsmouth Invitational next week. I know it hasn't been public yet, but I'm excited for that. It's going to be a great opportunity for me to showcase my talents in front of NBA teams, do some interviews, do all those kinds of things. So very, very excited. Not really sure, after that what the future holds, but give pro basketball my all and see where it can take me. So I'm very, very excited. I'm excited for you guys too.
Well, if you want cheap agents,
I'm an agent. I'll take any cuts.
We'll take a Zoom call with you. We'll try our best to,
I can market you pretty well, Deggy.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass. Unfortunately,
it's okay.
Take that on the chin.
Yep, you'll be okay. I don't want you guys to be my agents, truthfully.
But the Net and Keene agency?
No, that's no.
Just an offer.
No.
BJ just made a little round. Where'd he go?
Did he get another one?
No, the next show.
Oh, the next show.
Riley Smith actually is going to come over and help hand. You guys are going to hand it. He wanted to come on real quick and say something.
Oh,
Tyson, so
that's cool.
He's going to come over in a minute. So
shout out Riley.
Shout out Riley.
Good guy alert.
Great guy alert.
Great guy.
I see him everywhere. I feel like.
Pretty sure he's working at ESI.
Yeah, him and Billy, good people.
Ooh, we got a good question. You guys can answer this. Who's winning a 2v2 with these number twos? Derek Marks and Ashton Genty versus me and Khalil Shakir. Ooh, that's a great question.
I mean, I gotta say Deggy.
You got the size. You'll have the size. Yeah.
I mean, is Deggy the linebacker and Genty's the running back, or is this like
it's first to 15 ones and twos?
Oh, I mean, I'm taking you.
I would take you too, but
if it's football,
I'm letting Genty run over you. What?
Yeah, I'm not getting in front of that.
If you're a linebacker and he's running back, I gotta kind of take.
Yeah, we're doing the Oklahoma drill. I'm getting out of the way.
I'd try.
Yeah, I'd be having my fourth surgery if I'd get in the way of him.
Probably a lot more than.
Yeah, I'll be like, something's going on with me.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I'd kind of want to try to tackle him.
When is NFL draft? Isn't it next week?
Do you know?
2 weeks.
2 weeks
in Green Bay.
Where's he going?
What are our predictions?
Raiders, Las Vegas.
Yeah, number 6.
I think that would be my pick. Do you hear
Vegas.
that? Do you hear the Raiders owner's son's going to be like terribly pissed off if he doesn't get drafted?
Like the hard knock to the Giants. Remember that?
Yeah, like who?
Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, that kid was right.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Genty.
Genty.
Hard Knocks this year.
Who is Hard Knocks, BJ?
Don't know if they have one. Might be Is it Raiders? I don't know.
That'd be cool to see Genty behind the scenes over there.
Got one from Robbie again. Talking about professional basketball. A league other than the NBA, would you play in if it was 100% up to me? I would play in the NBA, but I'd go somewhere in Europe. Al's talked so highly about European basketball, and you hear nothing but great things about the competition over there. And it's the second best league over there. So, kind of whatever happens, and I'll find my footing somewhere.
Eddie's asking about your welcome to Division I college basketball moment. Yours might have been the UNLV game. I mean, I'm just being honest. No, I'm just being honest. I mean,
it was.
Everyone had that moment when at one point when maybe it was a.
That was definitely mine.
Keene, did you have a moment?
I don't know if I do that much to have my moment.
I'm trying to think of what yours could be, but I got yours. You went up for a dunk in Clemson and you just got Chase Hunter just absolutely beat it.
That one on Sports Center.
Yeah, that was on Sports Center.
Shout out Scott Van Pelt for shouting my name out. RJ Keene just gets smothered.
Mine, my first career college shot got blocked. Tried to drive past a Utah Valley guy, and it got swatted out of bounds. That was first game, but I was like, yep, this is not high school anymore.
Can Matt Boucher still hold his own if he's playing with you guys in practice?
I mean, him and Sanchez hold a relatively large zone over there in the corner. Shout out Donovan Dent.
They're kind of on the team. They're
part of the squad.
They're part of the squad.
They're part of the squad. Mark Sanchez was at our game in Vegas. Last one.
With him and little Miles.
Yeah, little Miles. Yeah, they were courtside.
So Miles got a little haircut, a little lightning bolt. I don't know why I know that, but yeah.
It's a little creepy. But
your first ever game was on your birthday?
No, I think it's on Chase's birthday. Oh. My birthday's in October. I couldn't have been. I'm still mad about that one media day where I turned 21 the next day and I couldn't stay in Vegas and gamble. Do a couple spins of roulette and I'm out.
Literally, you left at like 9 p.m. and you turned.
Yeah, we left at like we left late, but we did have a scrimmage the next day or something like that.
You gambled?
It's Cal. No, I was 20.
What do you guys think about going to the Maui Invitational?
Oh, I forgot about that.
I mean, I've watched that my whole life growing up.
Yeah,
be able to play in that is amazing, and it's Maui, so can't complain. It'll be fun with the squad.
Yeah, it's like kind of a bucket list dream tournament, and we're super excited. I know Big Dog over there is kind of.
He told me
all I want is a Boise State Maui Invitational shirt. That's all I want.
It's like every sporting event I go to. Keene, give me a hockey puck.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a collector, man. I just wasn't sure if we were going to be able to go to the hockey game in Vegas.
That's true.
You saw a lot of goals for the home team, right?
Me and Keene saw 2.
Yeah,
I saw 0. My dad's been to 2 hockey games this year, a Steelheads game and a Vegas Knights game. He's seen the home team score 0 goals.
That second game we went to was awful.
Awful.
Winnipeg looked fantastic.
Winnipeg, the way
They just ended our Blues win streak.
I think they're winning the cup this year.
Or the Blues, yeah.
Nope, the Jets.
That's one thing me and BJ have in common.
The Blues.
Are you a big hockey guy, Nut?
all of a sudden
He couldn't even name 4 hockey teams.
Let's see it.
4.
Well, no. And you can't say Vegas, Edmonton, or Winnipeg because you saw them
Or the
all.
Blues.
Kraken.
Can you name any East Coast teams?
Boston.
Stupid. Why are you doing them like this? Come on. Come on.
They gotta be there like black and yellow.
That's
Yeah.
Yep.
Know them. This one hurts because no.
Yeah, he's struggling. We'll move on.
Somebody wants to know your favorite Shaver game winner.
I actually talked to Shave yesterday.
You did?
Yeah. Sent him a little joke. He's actually really mad.
Where's he at now? Is he in
probably like Croatia or something?
I don't know.
Shaver game winner. Like
we have the Utah State one.
San Jose.
Well, I'm talking about our first year. So Utah State, San Diego State, and then the Fresno one to send. I mean, that wasn't a game winner, but
I think Fresno.
That
play Duryea drew up.
Well, it's funny because I think Duryea had like a stack of cards of like plays, like late game plays, and he happened to see that one and ran it, and it worked. And if that ball was not off Fresno State, we lose that game because there's 4 seconds left and down 3.
Yeah, that was the Deggy Orlando Robinson charge game.
That was the charge game.
Deggy ruined Orlando Robinson's career.
I think he had four offensive fouls that game or something.
I think Orlando Robinson like talked to the NCAA and said, "Yeah, you got to change the charge rule." After that
Have
game,
you had a charge since?
I had one against Clemson this year.
Yeah. I got a charge this year.
How?
Evans.
When?
Conference championship. Kyle Evans took a charge on me and posted him up.
Oh,
look at the ref. I look at the ref and go, "Ref, I'm not that strong."
Yeah, you don't really bench press
you're
that
just
much.
Going, and just the second one, he just took it.
No, you think you'll hit 2 plates this year on the bench press?
I hit a plate this year, so yeah.
See,
2 plates for your sophomore year, 3 for your junior year, and 4 for your senior year.
Hell no.
No. Probably one plate again, and then 1.5 plate, and then 2 plates.
RJ, there's one for you from Tyler. Do you see yourself evolving on offense next year? You have this untapped arsenal that's ready to deploy.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I remember when Leon said, I'm putting the little young buck in there in the starting lineup. I need more offense out of you. I think I scored every game since. And it kind of had a little uptick, but yeah, it's going to come out a little bit more.
I think we all saw it. I mean, Mountain Western, he shot
it well.
Shot the lights out, and even the Crown, he shot it well.
I mean, I'm one of the best drill shooters ever.
Yeah, you might be one of the best drill shooters I've ever seen.
Every time we do a drill, I'm like, yeah, I did good. And then
RJ like sets a record.
Yeah,
and you're like,
okay.
It's untapped.
No,
yeah.
Should he score the ball more next year? Yes, but like what he does is like
he does so many things that no one else wants to do.
No one else wants to do. But if he does that and shoot the ball, I mean,
get y'all boys extra shots.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Somebody wanted to know game on the line. Which coach are you passing it to for the game winner?
Lex.
Prime Birdo.
If you're talking Prime Birdo
right now.
But if you're talking right now, I'm giving the ball to Lex.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see what Lex does on the scout team.
Woo!
Also, maybe
Lex has probably made all of us look like
fools.
Middle school defenders. Like, shout out to him. He does a great job.
But I think I'd take Idaho Stampede Birdo.
1942 North Texas State Tim Duryea.
Sky does want to know a funny story, fun fact, non-basketball related with Tim Duryea.
There's so many.
Oh gosh, he just had a good one today, but I am not allowed to repeat it.
I think just every time you talk to him, it's a good story.
Tim Duryea.
I just remember the first time we went golfing with him at Purple Sage. I was like, "Oh, we're just gonna play from the middle tees, like just I don't really know what to expect." He was like, "No, you guys are playing the tips." I'm like, "Duryea, I haven't played golf in like 3 weeks." I don't know. That sucks.
Duryea. Someone asked about you.
Oh,
that's Keene's favorite.
Yeah, that's Keene's favorite bit.
I love hitting Duryea with some great bits.
Robbie wants to know about the Evan Maya stuff that came up with you.
Oh, yeah.
For the defense. Well, he says, how was that cool or frustrating?
Evan Maya's probably about to be your agent next year.
No, it is pretty cool because he shot me a message because I looked up his rankings and I'm like, whoa, like Moats came up to me and said, you're like 19th right now in the country in defense. And then Evan Maya shot me a message and he goes, dude, you average 1.5 points per game. And I was like, cool. And he goes, can I write an article on you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And we did that. And I texted him. It kind of blew up. I said, you want to be my agent? He kind of laughed.
Maybe he needs to be one of the first guests on the
yeah, I think that'd be
show.
That's a great
He would
guess.
definitely do it. Yeah. I think
There's not many people, know necessarily like what he does with analytics and stuff, but he's a big time name in the college basketball
basically
world.
with analytics, it meant that when I was on the court on defense, I was top 20 and plus and minus in the country, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
It means you're making an impact, not necessarily with
According to Evan
scoring.
Maya, I'm the best defender in Boise State history statistically this season.
I think that's true based off like defensive win shares.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Which is
we
crazy.
can look it up on Sports Reference.
Because
I think it's
last
true.
year, Leon called me the worst defender he's ever seen in his entire life. And I'm like, I need to get in the gym. And kind of flipped that around. Yeah.
Well,
It's like Bernie, the first thing Bernie said to me when I saw him after, I think it was yesterday when I went in the weight room, first time being back. First thing he said is, ready for that stick hand next year? Left.
Yeah, Peanut needs to go work with McCoy and the cornerbacks on his footwork.
Thanks.
Well, fellas, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming out to the James tonight.
Thank you. Glad to be on your last
Yeah,
episode.
thanks for being
Pretty cool to be part of history out here,
Yeah, last
I'll
show.
definitely watch this a couple times in the future.
Yeah, we gotta
cry, tear about it.
No,
you can
I'm not
watch,
really that
you
emotional.
can watch some film for your show.
Yeah.
You're pretty natural on the mic, so I think you'd be good.
Yeah, I think I have a future one day in it.
Yeah.
BJ gave me the reins a couple times in March Madness a couple years ago, and then that's kind of when it took over.
Yeah.
You actually started at the. Do you remember this in Charlotte? You were injured.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
You did the pregame show out in Myrtle Beach, maybe.
and we flipped our like little tournament around.
Yeah, because right before that you had lost like 54-42 to Charlotte.
Oh,
So
yeah, that was
didn't go very well.
BJ loves bringing up.
We
harsh times.
well, it's funny because Bryce Williams
That's
played
why.
on
That's the
that
only
team.
reason I knew the score. Bryce Williams played for Charlotte. They had a good. Actually, they had Ali Khalifa.
Oh, they had a good team. They had a
Another
good team.
dude that went to Tennessee.
There's
like
a dude
nobody
on
knew.
Igor Milicic, and then one of their
Milicic
dudes
was on that team.
Milicic was on that team, and then one of their point guards was in Minnesota this year.
Yeah, they had a heck of
They had a good team.
Wow,
I think they won.
And you
this-
held
they
them to
won.
54.
They won this. They won the CBI that year.
it held to 12, right, or 14.
We had 11 in the first half.
You remember when that went viral? Pretty cool.
That was tough.
Riley and Ridge show's coming up
Okay,
next, so we'll
yeah.
have a new YouTube link. If folks are watching, they can stick around, and then we'll go live in about 5 minutes with the Riley and Ridge show. Talk a little spring football.
Yeah,
And,
but thank you guys for being on the last show. I want to give a very, very big shout out to BJ Rains. Not only was he the best co-host I could ask for, but he's just a guy that made this job a lot easier, and I'm forever grateful for that. And so I appreciate you very much. And
Well, I'm glad
this has been very, very enjoyable for me. This is, coming into college, never thought I had my own show, and you were a part of making that happen. So I'm forever grateful for this experience.
Well, I appreciate you for doing it, man. I was a little skeptical about going into paying players and joining the NIL side of it and all that, but I see you stepped up, and especially early on, you're asking questions. How'd I do? How was the interviews? I mean, you actually wanted to work at this and make it better, and you did a really good job with it. So it was a great to have you, man, and definitely looking forward to following your career and seeing what's ahead, man.
I appreciate that. We also want to give a shout out to Idaho Central Credit Union for being the title sponsor of this show. Without them, this show does not happen. There's a branch around every corner and on your phone. So join ICCU today, and as well as Lean Feast, go out to the Lean Feast shop on out in Meridian on Eagle Road. And that's all from the James tonight. Want to give a big shout out to the James for having us on our patio tonight. Tune into the Riley and Ridge show right after this on a different YouTube link. I'm your host, Tyson Degenhart, and this is the Tyson Degenhart Show. Thank you. Have a great night.
Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.